Hello beautiful creatures, welcome to Of Crafts and Curios. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made my Valentine's Day doll to celebrate St. Valentine's Day. Something a little bit fun and a little bit silly in honor of the holiday. The idea behind this video is a love spell gone wrong, so I wanted to design a doll that is kind of in a predicament where she's cast a love spell and it's backfired, turning her into a plush teddy bear. Personally, I love the trope of witches casting love spells and then backfiring or going awry, and I wanted to do something a little bit fun and cute with that idea. So if you did want to see me turn a Monster High doll into this cute little creature, keep on watching. So to begin this project, I did start with the teddy bear body. I've never made a teddy bear, let alone a velvet teddy bear. So I just started by cutting out a really basic pattern, and I did most of the sewing off screen because I wasn't sure how the process was going to go, being my first time. So yeah, here I'm just showing you guys my little sewn together limbs so that I'm going to start with stuffing first before moving on to the body. I'll be using a polyester fill that I got for only $7 at Spotlight Hobby Fill. If you did want to do something similar, I recommend it. It's quite cheap and you get so much. So I'm just filling in all my little pieces. I start with the legs and then the arms before attaching the legs and moving on to the body. Here I'm using a chopstick to push all that fluff down into the ends of the pieces because I want a really firm set of limbs and a kind of squishy body. And now that the limbs are all filled, I can move on to filling the body. Once I was happy with the body, I sewed together a little hood that will go over the doll's head once I've inserted her into the teddy bear body. I added some trims and some faux fur lining so it looks super snuggly and cute. And now it's time to move on to the actual doll customizing portion of this video. Now that I'm happy with the body and the hood, I can move on to my Dracula doll. So for this project, I chose Dracula for a number of reasons, the main reason being that she was pink, and I really like her kind of love heart shaped jawline. She's really soft and cute. I'm also going to be using a discarded Dracula body with some really busted leg joints. My doll doesn't need to have legs to fit inside the bear suit, so it's really cool to repurpose this damaged body so much better than it just going to waste. So to begin the face up, I'm going to start by removing the doll's hair all the way down to just a short buzz cut so that I can remove the doll's head and start pulling the plugs out from within. Taking a heat-proof container, I'm just filling this with boiling hot water. Then I will submerge my Dracula doll. The heat will turn the vinyl super squishy and soft, and it will also expand around the neck plug, meaning it is super easy to remove. After sitting for about a minute in the hot water, the doll head is now super squishy, and so it shall be super easy to remove. Taking a cloth so I don't burn my hand on the hot water inside the doll head, I gently start pulling at the neck and removing the plug. So now I can move on to drying off my Dracula doll and onto pulling out the plugs. Now that Dracula is ready to have her hair plugs removed, I'm taking a pair of sharp-ended scissors and just wiggling them around, cutting up all the glue that's holding the plugs together inside. Then once I have, jimmied that around for a while, I will pull out any lumps of hair, glue, mess that's inside that head with the ends of the scissors. there we have it. Once all of the doll hair plugs are removed, we can move on to removing the factory paint. But before that, I will just prep the body that I'll be using by removing the legs, which seem to be held together by a hair tie, so I'm guessing this was a home job done by whoever's toy this previously was. That's something that I really enjoy about doll customizing. You're giving a doll a second home, and it's so much better than this doll ending up in the landfill. So now I'm just moving on to testing if the body is going to fit well within my bear suit. With the arms extended, they sit into the arm socket of the bear suit and they kind of plug the doll body within. And now I'm just testing out what the head will look like on before popping the head back on. The vinyl had cooled down considerably, so I have to be super careful not to break the neck peg while I'm doing this. It was at this point in the project that I really started to question my creative vision. I thought that the doll was looking really strange and maybe not as cute and soft as I wanted it to look like, but I knew I needed to trust the process and began with her face up, hoping that it would all come together in the end. So to begin the face up, I moved on to my Dracula face with my trusty Chemist Warehouse acetone-based nail polish remover. I know I will eventually get 100% acetone, but until this bottle is used, I don't see any issue with it. It takes off the factory paint with no stress, and so if you are going to use nail polish remover, do make sure it's acetone based before going ahead and using it. And now that all the factory paint is removed, she's ready for a quick coating of Mr. Super Clear, and then I'll just leave her alone for half an hour to dry before moving on to her face. I wanted this doll to embody all things love and all things St. Valentine's Day, thinking along the lines of pinks, reds, soft, squishy, and cute. So I am starting with a pink pencil to outline the shapes of my eyes that I'm going for. Unlike my last two dolls, I'm going for a much wider eye shape and a much larger iris and pupil. So I'm just sketching that out here, and then I'll be building up color after layers of Mr. Super Clear in between each layer of color. I'm just sketching out her makeup look. She's going to have cute little pink hearts on her cheeks to match the pink heart that I'm going to put on the bear body. So I'm just lightly sketching these in, and I'll build up color over time with each layer of new Mr. Super Clear. Off camera, I also sketched in a large love heart next to the eyes, kind of sunken into the eye socket. I thought this kind of created a dazed, loved up makeup look. Going in for the pupil, I was originally going to do really dilated eyes, as they say your eyes dilate when you see somebody that you are affectionate with, but I changed my mind and went for a love heart shaped pupil as well, just keeping in tune with the whole love heart inspired look on her face. It's super cute and super silly, so I think it's perfect. And now I'm just building up more and more color and more details, adding in the black lash line and darkening up that makeup look. And this is the finished look. It is so cute and pink. I love her dark eyelash line, and the little whites of her eyes are so cute. And now I'll be moving on to the rest of the face up, starting with the eyebrows. I wanted her to have a kind of somber expression to match the energy of a love spell gone wrong. Like she's kind of like shocked to be in this position of being a teddy bear now. So I'm going for really dramatic slanted eyebrows and just building up the color as I go. project that I realized that I actually hadn't done any shading or contouring on the face, so I'm just quickly doing that with a colored pencil and then taking a Q-tip to blot out the color to create a real airbrushed effect. And now onto lips. I'm starting with a color quite close to the vinyl color because I want a more nude lip with just a pop of color within the center to shape a love heart. The Dracula doll has quite a cute set of pouty lips with kind of a love heart shaped lip line as is, so it fits perfectly for the look I'm going for. I didn't want to do a really obvious soft toy nose, so instead I'm taking a watercolor pencil and just shading the nose, and then I'll be blotting it out like I do with the rest of the contouring on the face with a Q-tip just to create a more airbrushed, foggy kind of pink nose. And here's the finished look. I think she looks so delightful. She is absolutely beautiful and super pink. She looks a little bit sad and a little bit somber, which is on brand for the love spell gone wrong idea that I'm going with. And to add a little bit of fun back into her look, I am just going to take some glitters and add to her eye look. To adhere the glitter, I'm going to be using an Elmer's glue wool, extra strong and fast drying one. I'll be using these nail art brushes that I got on Trade Me really cheap. If you're in New Zealand, definitely check out Trade Me for craft brushes. And yeah, I'm just taking some glue, mixing in some glitter, and applying it to her eyelids and the little love hearts on her face. And now that I'm happy with the glitter, I'm going to be moving on to using Liquitex Gloss Varnish to add some sheen and shine to her lip and eyes. I think this makes the doll really come to life and look much more realistic, like her lips are a bit poutier and her eyes are super glossy. So that's what I'm doing here. And this is the finished face. I think she looks so delightful. Don't you guys think she looks so cute and perfect for a Valentine's Day doll? And now that I was happy with the face, it was time to move on to the hair. I had quite a few pink hair options to choose from for this project. One with a white end, a long straight look, but I wanted something that would contrast really well against the hot pink velvet body, because if I had gone for a really hot bright pink, it would have just overwhelmed the soft pink nature of the doll. I ended up choosing this soft pink full body wave. I think it's going to add a lot of texture and volume to the look. So to begin, I'm just plastic wrapping off her face as to not ruin the face up as I go. The glue that I use to attach the hair is acetone based, so it will just wipe off any face up that you've done. So I do just make sure that she's nice and safe by protecting her with a plastic wrap mask. And here we go. I attach the hair in a circular motion to create a spiral around the head. I am using pre-wefted hair. It's just more affordable and more accessible to me in New Zealand, and I'm still not really confident with traditional reroot, so just going round and round, lots of pins to hold it together while it dries until I have my finished hair. She obviously needs some styling help, but this is what the hair looks like against the body. I've just tied it back for now while I start putting all my pieces together. And now to complete the bear body, I am just going to glue in place this large soft pink teddy bear heart to go on the belly. I think this is super cute and reminiscent of all Valentine's Day toys that you see in the marketplaces during this time of year. And yeah, super cute. Then I will be moving on to attaching the hood in preparation of finally putting the bodies together. At this point I decided that I wanted to add some ears, so I went for a bunny rabbit ear. I wanted them to be reverse fabrics on either side, so I cut out a shape on both fabrics and then sewed them together like a tube to attach. I am obsessed with how cute this bunny suit is now. I think the ears were the ultimate finishing touch. I'm really happy that I went with bunny ears, and yeah, I'm just so excited to see it all together. It's so cute. But because there's no such thing as too many accessories, I did ruffle up some ribbons and fabrics to add a ruffled neckline to the bunny suit as a way to kind of disguise and hide the exposed seams that were left over from adding the hood. And now the only thing left to do is to put it all together. She is looking so cute in the bear suit. I'm so happy. It's just time to style her hair and then we'll be done. For her hair, I went for 2 tiny pigtails at the front and a pony at the back through her hood. So cute. I really love this look. And then the final finishing touch is the ribbons to her neckline to just keep her nice and snug and to add a sort of whimsical, enchanted doll moment. And there we have it. Her name is Love Spell, after the love spell that went wrong, turning her from a beautiful doll into a chunky little teddy bear. I am so happy with how this doll turned out. She is so delightful and I think she looks so enchanted and whimsical. Along the way I really wasn't sure if I was even going to finish this doll because I had no idea if she would turn out beautiful like she did, but I'm really glad that I stuck with it and finished this little project. She is so delightful and I think perfect for Valentine's Day. And if you enjoyed this project as much as I did, please leave us a like and a subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're doing for Valentine's Day. And yeah, we'll see you soon with more crafts and more curios.